Hi, I'm Garrick Webster, the editor of Crime Fiction Lover, and this is Video Evidence. Last week, the YouTuber MrBeast and the thriller author James Patterson revealed the cover of the book they've worked on together. Now, I can easily imagine that plenty of hardcore crime fiction lovers will be rolling their eyes. In fact, I don't need to imagine it because eyes were rolled even here amongst our own team, who are normally very enthusiastic about anything crime fiction. So let's unpack it. The book is coming out in September and it's called The Most Dangerous Games. It's about a mad competition in which 100 people vie to save the world and win $1 billion. The premise sounds a bit like one of MrBeast's crazy YouTube challenges on steroids, or maybe something even more powerful. Of course, taken at face value, it looks like a cash-in, and lots of authors, literary critics, and readers have criticized James Patterson for his book factory approach in the past. What tends to happen is that he oversees the development of books, written mainly by 8 or so other authors, with his guidance, while he also writes a book or two a year himself. Maybe he's a bit like Michelangelo directing his proteges in their art studio. But the thing is, James Patterson does know how to craft a story, and he knows what keeps people reading. He pioneered the snappy, short chapter approach, which has kept people buying books and taking them out of the library. Beyond his technique, he's also done a great deal for libraries and for literacy through his philanthropic work. And let's not forget, the man has won an Edgar Award, and his Alex Cross novels, particularly the early ones, make for fantastic reading even today. This isn't James Patterson's first collaboration either, but it is probably his wildest. In 2022, he worked with Dolly Parton on Run, Rose, Run, and they came up with a book that leans heavily into country music, as you'd expect, and as her fans would expect. We liked it, and my colleague Erin Britton gave it 4 stars out of 5 in our review. In 2019, he started working with Bill Clinton, and they've produced 3 novels together. I read The President's Daughter and I thought it was pretty good, more of an action thriller than a behind-the-scenes political novel. I gave it 4 stars. It entertained me, which is what it set out to do. And if we look at what MrBeast and James Patterson are setting out to do, then it's a bit easier to see why The Most Dangerous Games might deserve its place in the world of thriller fiction. As James Patterson has said, their aim has been to create something that delights their fans. And boy, do they have a lot of fans. MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, has more than 500 million subscribers on YouTube, and that's just on his main channel. He's got several others. He's 28 years old and he's one of the best known people in the world. Then there's Patterson. He's sold 425 million books, maybe more. He's said to be the world's biggest selling crime and thriller author. Now, as someone who's running a crime fiction website, I'm actually delighted. I'm delighted at the potential these two have to bring people into reading, and especially crime thrillers. Given that the story so clearly aligns with what MrBeast does, his stunts, his challenges, his live streams of people doing crazy things, it does feel like a case of write what you know. Also, as a YouTuber, he's a great storyteller. He's just not the sort of storyteller older generations are used to. I'm really interested to see how this turns out. I think there could be quite a lot of authenticity here. And as I said, James Patterson's other big-name collaborations haven't been all that bad, in my opinion. Yes, we can roll our eyes at this collaboration, but if we don't like it, we don't have to read it. Scroll on, as they say. Now, I want to close out by saying that I haven't made this video to rile anybody or to rage bait. Everyone on our team thought it would be a good idea to say something about this release and to try and keep open minds. You may agree, you may disagree. Please post your comments below so we can continue that conversation. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. We'll say bye-bye for now. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one here on Video Evidence.